Okay. Okay, is this up? Are we running? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. I think we're live. I think we're live, people! Hey, everybody, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88 here, and welcome to the StormOS live installation for August 2025. I will get started in just a few minutes, but first, housekeeping. If you enjoy these live streams just as much as I do, then smash that like button, ring-a-ding that notification bell, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. This is pretty much the first time that I've done a live that me and Ben done a live installation of StormOS in quite a while. The last time we did one of these was a long time ago, back in I think 2023 or maybe 2024. I don't remember. But anyway, I'm gonna be bringing Benny Boy in here in just a second. But I got some announcements that I want to tell you all. Um, just letting everybody know, August 27th, 4 p.m. is the next Edo Pro Dual Night Plus Open Chat. Um, Another announcement that I want to make is August 23rd is going to be the day of the release of me, Ben, and Red's very first podcast called the Linux Roundtable. The three of us pretty much mutually agreed that we're going to start a weekend podcast, just basically, to give you guys more content on my channel, as well as basically give my channel a bit more exposure to new avenues and new directions that this channel hasn't been down before. One of them being podcasting. So, August 23rd, I don't know the exact time, but we will be releasing episode 1 of the Linux Roundtable podcast. So, keep a lookout for that. Um, as far as I'm concerned, there's no other announcements I have at this time. I will pretty much open it up to basically getting Benny Boy in here so we can get started. All right, I sent him the link. I'll wait till he gets in here and we'll get things started. Okay. Let's see here. Ah, there's Mr. Gentoo Boy himself. Here we go, Benny. Okay.
Hi, folks. Hi, Ricky.
Hey, Benny, there you are. Okay, good, 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 good.
Hello,
Okay.
folks. As you guys probably know, I'm Ben. I am Sir StormOS, as you probably know, and just very glad to be coming on the show today to walk you guys through everything we've done with the latest ISO.
Yeah. Now, before I bring up the VM, me and Ben just want to point something out real quick. Um, it has come to our attention from yesterday evening. Most people don't know this, but basically somebody out there made a little StormOS-esque Linux short
Video.
thingy. And that pretty much caught our attention due to the fact that it wasn't a proper review from what I saw in the video. It was more of a several minute short type of thing. So the StormOS team wants to make things abundantly clear to you all. If any Linux enthusiasts or Linux researcher or anybody in the Linux community that loves Linux with all their hearts is interested in reviewing our product, Please take as much time, patience, and the effort to fully review our product 100%. Do you want to say something about that, Ben?
Yeah. Another thing about that is some folks who, especially the guy who downloaded it recently, and some of the other guys, we just want to point this out. Please be careful when downloading the ISO, because the one y'all downloaded was a test build. Please be careful. You know, if you don't know what you're downloading or you download a test build, come to us in Discord, please.
Exactly.
We'll leave the Discord link for StormOS in the description. Please come in there and make sure you know what the heck you're downloading, because if you don't know, just ask. I mean, you know, because the thing is, guys, downloading a test build like that, we really do not recommend that. I mean, you know, those are mainly for the team to download and test, e.g. Seeker, me, and Ricky. So please be careful when you're downloading these builds. Sometimes, yes, accidents happen where we do slip it on SourceForge by accident. That will not happen again as much as possible. So please don't assume if you're downloading the test builds that it's going to be correct and it's going to work, whatever. So, you know, just be careful in the future, guys. Thank you.
Yeah. I would like to add one more little thing on it. If anybody happens to test one of our test builds, please report any bug fixes that you could find, because the more bugs that are reported, the better our distro can be stabilized.
And that is one other reason we encourage you guys to join our Discord, so that way we know when something goes effed up.
Exactly. So what I'm gonna do, folks, is I'll grab the little link right here. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
If I can get the thing today.
And we're not trying to be difficult about this, guys. We just want to point that out. That's all.
We just want to be as transparent as possible.
Right.
So let me go on to the YouTube end, and I will slip the StormOS Discord URL into the live chat. So if anybody pretty much wants to join our StormOS Discord, feel free to.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go to the channel and go to live. Here we go. Okay, so let's see here. All right, I am essentially, folks, putting the StormOS Discord into the live chat. There we go. Okay, so it's in there now. The 5 minutes has expired, folks. Let's start this thing up. I will share my screen, and the entire screen is what I'll be sharing today. Show my screen anyway. Okay, so basically, folks, what we got here is GNOME boxes, good old GNOME boxes. I was planning on originally using VirtualBox, but VirtualBox has way too many issues, and GNOME boxes has worked for me personally so far. So what we're going to do, folks, is we're going to essentially get this thing set up. I have the ISO right here. Just so it properly sets up correctly, we're just going to put Arch Linux in here, set this to UEFI. For virtual machines, as you all know, the only thing you need is 4 gigs of RAM and 30 gigabytes of storage. That's all you need for virtual machine tests.
And because we're using XFCE as the desktop, it's extremely lightweight and highly customizable. So if you don't like our defaults, guys, you can go in and make it how you want.
Exactly. Okay, so it'll take about a minute or two for this to pop up, but it'll pop up.
And as you notice, guys, in our latest version, per Seeker's suggestion, we have changed the we've changed the name on the ISO to Familia to mean family.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
So
and I'll let Ricky explain why the heck that is.
basically, Seeker wanted to name it Familia in honor of his parents.
And also because we're trying to gear this towards everybody. You know, it's a family community, family distro, you know, because this is not to put anybody down, but the thing about it is that
Right.
thing
Okay.
about it is that, you know, we're not like certain communities. We're just, you know, we're trying to be geared towards everybody, you know, which is very
Mhm.
difficult. And we're not trying to be elitist prisses where they have, you know, somebody who is a dictator, so to speak, and they don't have, you know, they go tell you, oh, go f off and read the dang manual.
Exactly. That there is no dictatorship within the StormOS community. It is a community for everybody, whether you're a seasoned Linux user, whether you're a seasoned Linux power user, whether you're a seasoned Linux enthusiast or basically a new Linux enthusiast. We're trying to cater our product to everybody in the Linux community, whether you're new to Linux or whether you've been with Linux since basically the early 1990s.
Yeah, we're trying to make this as newcomer friendly as we can. We won't tailor it to everybody, but we're trying to tailor it to as many as we can.
Now, if you guys want like any suggestions of different Linux distros for the power user or specific ones for specific use cases, don't worry, folks. The outdoors live streams from my mobile device will be coming back very soon. And the main topic of my first outdoors live stream for 2025 on my mobile device will be my top 5 Linux distros for 2025. So it's going to be 5 Linux distros per my suggestion, my use cases, as well as what I think a new user would like, what a power user would like. So just letting everybody know, it's pretty much going to be a mixed bag. So just letting everybody know, the outdoors live streams from my lovely Samsung Galaxy S9 is coming back very soon. I just got to get the Samsung Galaxy S9 set up to configure live streaming correctly. And once that happens, I'll be outside on my device discussing topics in outdoors live streams in the near future while talking to you guys in the live chat. Another thing I want to make an announcement for, like I said earlier, August 23rd, this Saturday, me, Ben, and Seeker are launching our brand new podcast show, The Linux Roundtable. And essentially, the Linux Roundtable is going to be our weekend show where basically we push out a podcast video every Saturday talking about different Linux, tech, and computer content topics. So keep a lookout for that this upcoming Saturday.
Exactly.
And if you're wondering, folks, what the first podcast is going to be about, well, since I know for a fact the Linux Saloon guys are going to be talking about Debian 13, me, Ben, and Red, aka Seeker, are going to be discussing Arch Linux.
Yep.
So,
arching on, folks.
Yep. But anywho, let me just check the live chat here.
Yep.
Just to make sure we have anybody in here. I'll just put that to live. There we go. Okay, nobody's in the live chat right now, but if I look at my little meeting dongle here, we got 2 viewers in the live chat. That's awesome. So
Yep.
now what we're going to do is put StormOS back up here because that's what you all were here to see. As you can see, the Calamaris installer hasn't really changed much. It's still the same process that you know and love. We do have plans in the near future to replace this wallpaper here that you see to a different wallpaper. It's going to take a little bit of time, but in the future, there will be a new wallpaper replacing this one.
Yeah.
It's something, folks, that the team hasn't made a priority yet.
No, replacing the branding is on our list, but we just haven't prioritized it right now.
No, not right now. No, 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 no.
No.
Okay, so it's installing packages. Very good, very good. And by the way, folks, a little bit of news about StormOS while StormOS is finishing. We did revive our own in-house ISO builder again. So that's pretty much what we're using going forward to build our ISOs. We're pretty much not doing it the way we did it before the last time because it was just way too messy to go in that direction.
Exactly.
So we got our own in-house ISO builder SIB back up and running. And just letting you know, folks, it is now based off a Qt5. Whereas before it had a different base to it, but now it's been migrated completely 100% to Qt5, which is more stable and up to date. And also another thing I want to say too is the StormOS team, from us to you all, we want to say thank you all so much from the bottom of our hearts for helping us to get listed on DistroWatch. We don't know how it happened. We don't know when it happened. But thanks to us being on DistroWatch, our distro finally has the exposure it needs to get out further into the community. So from the StormOS team to you guys, thank you all so very much.
Yes, thanks, guys. We really desperately needed that to increase the numbers.
So anyway, as you all see, it's done. So we're going to basically we'll go here, go to properties, devices and shares, remove the ISO, and then go back into it. So there we go.
And as you see, we have our trusty Plymouth directory or folder, file, whatever.
All right, here we go, folks.
Yeah.
So give it a minute. Now, as you all see, yes, there's no StormOS wallpaper. It only shows up on bare metal installation, but that's okay. Anyway, folks, as you can see, there is a few slight changes to the distro. We basically gutted the program list, so it's a little bit more lightweight. So as you all can see, not much is in here compared to the last time. We really had to gut this thing in order to decrease ISO space. And also just letting you all know, no longer does the installer show up on basically after installation is finished. But one of the cool things that we now ship with our distro is RustDesk is now available out of the box, all set up and ready to go. So if I turn on RustDesk,
yep,
it comes
sort
up.
of a that's sort of a convenience thing that we did that.
Exactly. So, like, say, for example, if anybody's having a problem with our distro, we can remote in and help you fix the issue if the need arises. That's pretty much why we have it here. So, RustDesk is being shipped out of the box. And also, another thing, folks, this RustDesk here, it's not installed through Pac-Man. This is an app image. Yes, folks, for the first time ever, we are using app images in StormOS, and RustDesk is one of them. So we have that. We also have the StormOS browser here. Now, our buddy Red has worked long and hard, and we have our and we gave him our input too. There's a lot of things I need to show you about the web browser, folks. And the one thing you're going to notice immediately is we have tabs now. So say, for example, if you open up this, you can open up this, you can open up this. You can have as many tabs as you like. You can pretty much have up to either 20 or 30 tabs. Another thing that we have as well, folks, is we do have built-in ad blocking right out of the box. We also got a blue light filter here. So if anybody has light sensitivity problems or you have a particular seizure disorder that pretty much is provoked by blue light, you can just toggle this and you'll be a little bit safer using our browser. Another thing that we want to show you as well is you can import your Google login information if you do want to. You also got themes as well, which right here we do have our own dark mode. How it works is you basically toggle that, you close it, you go into that.
Yes.
And wait a minute, folks. Wait a minute. And there we go. It's now in dark mode. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you all is you guys have a built-in history, so you can look at your history. You can even clear your history, or if you need to search something in your history, you can search it from right here. You also have basically your downloads area. This is where all your downloads will show up. Right here is your bookmark manager, which is a really customizable bookmark manager. You can even import stuff from Google Chrome and Firefox, whichever one you prefer. You can also switch here to quick access mode. So hold on a minute, folks. Let it pretty much give it its chance. I think we got to reopen it actually. So there we go. Okay, perfect. So all right, that pretty much worked out okay. So basically it crashed a little bit, but that's okay. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the bookmark manager in a nutshell. Right here, you pretty much got you've pretty much got a multi-site search engine here. You can use Google, Bing, Yahoo, Brave as general purpose searches. If you're a privacy activist like me who cares about your data and privacy, you have DuckDuckGo, Startpage, and Quant. If you're looking up something particular, you can use Google Scholar, Semantic Scholar, and Wikipedia. If you're into code development, you can use GitHub and Stack Overflow. If you're searching for a particular YouTube video or a particular actor's information, you have IMDb and YouTube. Shopping, you got Amazon and AliExpress, two of my favorite stores. You can also search for YouTube videos, Vimeo, and Dailymotion. For images, you pretty much have all the normal suspects of imagery: Flickr, Igmar, Bing, and Google. And right down here, you have PDF search, SciShare, academia.edu, and ResearchGate. So that is our multi-search engine area. It's very, very versatile. Right here is a calendar. We have a built-in calendar. So if you're like me and you need to keep tabs on appointments and stuff, you can do that. We used to use a program called Planner, but that's been now integrated into our browser. So there you go. Right here is our screenshot utility. You can basically capture region, save file, copy clipboard. So say if I capture a region, you can either copy it or save it. It's that simple. And if I just press the thing, you can do the same thing as well. So right here, folks, we also got save as PDF. You can literally save as a PDF file. Very useful if you use like a PDF reader that's either proprietary or free and open source. You can also print what you're seeing as well. And right here, folks, this is the bread and butter of the browser. This is my favorite feature. You got the recording area. So say if I were to click this, you can record full screen, you can record an application window, you can customize your region, you can do your duration, you can basically modify your microphone and system audio. You can either select low quality, medium, or high. So say if I was to essentially click this, so we're recording right now, and then I pretty much stop it. Okay, so it did that, and there you go. So say, let me think here. I believe it's in video, screen recording. No, but it's somewhere here. I just don't remember where at the moment. Hold on, folks. Hold on. I'm gonna find it. So let's do a control H. Beautiful. Okay, so I believe I believe Storm browser. So yeah, storage. Yeah, I don't exactly remember where the recordings go. I'll figure it out later. Anyway, and as I discussed earlier, here is our blue light filter. Like I said, if you have if you have like light sensitivity disorders, or if you have a seizure disorder that's triggered by blue light, you can just tap this. You'll feel a lot safer. And then basically, here's all your usual suspects right here that you normally see in a browser. So that's the StormOS browser. The other thing, folks, that I want to show you, and this is the part that me and Ben, as well as Red, are excited for. This here, folks, is the new and improved StormOS utility. This thing has been completely overhauled. It's been upgraded to Qt5. And as you all can see, it is really beautiful. It is really beautiful and highly customized. So what we got here is you can refresh your mirrors, you can update the system, you can do AUR updates here, you have a keyring updater. So say, for example, if you have a keyring issue, this button will fix it. You can even install TeamViewer if you want to. I honestly prefer RustDesk over TeamViewer because RustDesk is free and open source. TeamViewer is proprietary. Avoid proprietary software, folks, because it steals your data. You can also do LSHW install, and right down here you got some NVIDIA options and another tools option there. You got games and utilities. Yes, we do include the option in our utility to install basically everything you need to get this thing good for gaming. You got your Steam, your Works launcher, you got your Lutris, your Proton. You got everything you need for gaming. You also got options like Warpinator, Calendar, Flameshot, Transmission, Thunderbird, XED Reader, OnlyOffice, Media Stream, and Minimize Tray.
Yeah.
Right here is printers. So say if you have an HP or an Epson printer, you have driver options here, as well as you have TUPS options here. Right here, we have the Arch University right here. This is basically your standard information for Arch Linux as a whole. If you need to learn about Arch Linux, if you need to research Arch Linux, we include the Arch University area to where you can learn about Arch Linux, study it, research it, get to know it. This way, you can pretty much be on your way to being a really good Arch Linux user. And then right here, we got the About X section. We got a README, we got the StormOS website, we got a Patreon, we got a GoFundMe, we got a DistroWatch. Join us in Discord. One thing I want to say folks, is if you do decide to donate to our development team, it would really be appreciated, because whatever donations come our way, they go right back into the project. This way, you can keep getting better versions of StormOS over time. So that's pretty much it for the utility. Another thing that we got here is right here. There's a message from Seeker, one of our key developers. You get this little video right here that basically you can play, and it's a welcome video welcoming you to the new version of StormOS. Is there any other things that you want to say, Ben?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Okay. Another thing that we want to show you all is basically for those who do install this on bare metal. If you go to desktop settings, normally the wallpaper is out of the box, but since it's not on bare metal, we'll just put the wallpaper right there. There we go. Now, just letting you know, folks, we are using Compez still. We have basically talked about Kwin, but we're not going to go to Kwin for the Arch version. We are developing a Debian version, as well as a Gentoo version. The Debian one, which is basically in the early stage of development, that will be using Kwin on top of XFCE. So keep a lookout for any news in the future regarding that. I think other than that, there's really not that much else to talk about. Like, do you have any final words to say to the audience before we wrap things up here?
Yes, Ricky. The Debian version, I haven't found a machine to put that on yet. I will find that eventually, but I just haven't had the chance to do that just yet. But again, that will be coming. Yes.
Okay. All right, folks. I think that's pretty much it for now. This has pretty much been the StormOS live installation for August. Starting September 1st, we will be working on the September ISO, but until then, we're going to take a little siesta for a little while to recharge our batteries. But we will be back in September to push out another ISO and to give you guys a little bit of new information at that time. Right now, we're going to be wrapping things up here, folks. I thank you all so much for watching and so much for coming. If you enjoy these live streams just as much as we all do, then smash that like button, ring-a-ding that notification bell, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Just a reminder, folks. Next Wednesday, August 27th, 4 p.m. is AdoPro Dual Night Plus Open Chat. And this Saturday will be the release of our very first show, the Linux Roundtable podcast, starring me, Ben, and Red. Keep a lookout for that. But until then, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88 saying, see you later. Have a good night, everybody. See you next time.
All right.
And we're off.